चराचरा तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानज्ञानशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। भावजीव्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिश्रुरत्न वीरजितपदं भुजः वेदान्तं भुजसूर्यो तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्यः शाश्वतः शान्तो व्योमतीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शोषणं भावसिन्धुश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। न गुरोराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मनन्तः श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरुः श्रीजगद्गुरुः ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुपरमदेवता गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। स्वरूप श्री विश्वानंद आये गुरु महाराजा प्रेम 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 स्वरूप श्री विश्वानंद आये Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Sharanam Sharanam Mahadeva, Abhayam Abhayam Mahadeva. Sharanam Sharanam Mahadeva, Abhayam Abhayam Mahadeva. Aye Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. 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 Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Sharanam Sharanam Mahadeva, Abhayam Abhayam Mahadeva. 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 Aye Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. 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 Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Jai 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 Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Sharanam Sharanam Mahadeva, Abhayam Abhayam Mahadeva. 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 Aye Guru Maharaja, Prema Swarupa Shri Vishwananda. Aye Guru Maharaja, Prema Tarishishay Namaha, Om Vishamay Namaha, Om Devakre Samujatay Namaha, Om Sukshmatanave Namaha, Om Chinmaya Namaha, Om Guramurtaye Namaha, Om Sundaraya Namaha, Om Sudakshanaya Namaha, Om Samukhay Namaha, Om Sharukasay Namaha, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Padmabhujaya Namaha, Om Mandagamanaya Namaha, Om Charamavaradharine Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha, Om Shirjiva Varshakaya Namaha, Om Gayatri Yajvane Namaha, Om Arpanasrikarakaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayana Iti Mantra Pasakaya Namaha, Om Swaramaya Namaha, Om Madhurakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtanopaya Namaha, Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha, Om Nita Bhashane Namaha, Om Agnine Namaha, Om Chitrakala Vishradaya Namaha, Om Vratakaraya Namaha, Om Sadhave Namaha, Om Jagatpadhaya Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha, Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha, Om Suridaya Namaha, Om Anukulaya Namaha, Om Niraya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha, Om Premamurtaye Namaha, Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha, Om Prithivardhanaya Namaha, Om Svasidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Architaya Namaha, Om Adhaya Namaha, Om Siddhipradaya Namaha, Om Janardhanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahakshaya Namaha, Om Siddhishwaraya Namaha, Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha, Om Atmaligaya Namaha, Om Vigrachana Prasakaya Namaha, Om Siddhisadvanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Amkara Pasakaya Namaha, Om Sukshmaya Namaha, Om Vishokaya Namaha, Om Satvikaya Namaha, Om Samadashine Namaha, Om Darshaya Namaha, Om Achityaya Namaha, Om Nirvankaraya Namaha, Om Nirmohaya Namaha, Om Avyagraya Namaha, Om Jitakrudaya Namaha, Om Vinayasridaya Namaha, Om Slavashaya Namaha, Om Kushadaya Namaha, Om Shamaya Namaha, Om Satadharmaya Namaha, Om Nivikalpaya Namaha, Om Viraktaya Namaha, Om Atindraya Namaha, Om Satsangaya Namaha, Om Pavitraya Namaha, Om Madhurasabhavaya Namaha, Om Suranandaya Namaha, Om Nandanaya Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayagine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Suttapaya Namaha, Om Saumyaya Namaha, Om Guhyaya Namaha, Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha, Om Kabiraya Namaha, Om Guptaya Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Jitidharaya Namaha, Om Dharyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Duruchikramaya Namaha, Om Gahanaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harisharana Margadashakaya Namaha, Om Kudasta Jagattakaya Namaha, Om Abhiprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Kshamakata Bhardakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Deva Avanto no Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Pretivya Sapta Namabhihi Ida Vishnu Vichakrame Treda Nidade Padam Samo Namasyam Bhagum Sure Trini Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adahavyaha Ato Dharmani Dharene Vishnu Karmani Pashata Yatoho Vedani Paspase Indrasya Yujasakaha Tad Vishnoho Paramam Padagum Sada Pashanti Sureha Divir Chakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagrubhagum Sasanindate Vishnoya Paramam Padam. Premavataya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tano Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavataya dhimmahi Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tano Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavataya dhimmahi Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tano Vishwananda prachodayate. Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketapale Narayana Chata Trivikrama Chakrapale Datyajya Sachadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Sabhavanasa Hare Murare Radesha Gopisha Sarupa Brahmasi Vandya Shri Dvarakashaya Vakunta Pade Bhuvaneka Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Menakre Veda Vakarupa Varaha Murte Devi Kramaya Guhane Vimarama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Karti Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parak Paresha Damodara Chadarananda Kadari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Sambrita Dina Bando Gopi Jana Priya Hare Tava Suprabhatam Kshiradvishaya Bhujagati Patapasyahi Sadbhaktarit Sadanashahi Ramangashahi Shri Gopa Vama Vidutarpa Sukachishahi Gopavarnavaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapatra Sukanarada Gautamadi Brahmasha Sangamani Sangava Bharateshaha Tishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Hetoho Gopala Shekhara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Chagya Tulasi Dalamari Kajaye Maryani Anjana Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Bhagavatatara Dale Munigraha Radha Manohara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautama Kanya Guhyaha Gayanti Sankuna Ganau Varada Savargaha Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kadari Sheshaha Shri Narada Tirushayaha Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Dharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Sudesha Bhavadi Kota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukmini Shavarada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktarti Vanjana Kripakara Dina Bando नित्यान्तगायति जनाप्रिय दिव्यरूपा श्रीनन्दगोपतनया तव सुप्रभातम् पद्मक्ष पद्ममुख पद्मधरा प्रमेया पद्मालय सरित पद्मनिवास शौरी पद्मो भवति सुरसेवित पादपद्मा पद्मादिनाथ हरये तव सुप्रभातम् वृन्दातले विहरणाय महेन्द्रवन्द्या कन्दर्पदर्पहरतीय सुदेशरूपा चन्द्राननाय सिद्धचन्दनलिप्नदेका गोविन्द यादव हरे तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीनन्दनन्दन यशोद कुमार धीरा मयङ्गदीनद विशोद सुपुष्पहारा नीलाम्बुदाभस शरीर रमा विहारा गोपाल देव हरये तव सुप्रभातम् श्री वैश्वजन भवति साख्य सुगन्धि भद्रा श्री मित्रवीन्द्र दिवसापुत्रिकाजये तिष्ठन्ति धीर्य भवमेतव सेवनाभ्याम् गोपीवना प्रिय हरे तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीकृष्ण अच्युतानन्द मुकुन्द शौरी राधा मनोहर जनार्दन चक्रपाणे नामानि जिञ्जमुदयोर्जनिशां वदन्ति राणी मुहूर्त समये तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीकृष्ण सुप्रभातम् ये पतन्ति आनिशम् गौरीकृतं महापापान् श्रीकृष्ण ग्रहे दूता ईश्वर परमं कृष्ण सच्चिदानन्द विग्रहम् अनादिराजिर्गोविन्द सर्वकरणकरणम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि चिन्तामणि प्रकर सन्मश्रुताल्पवृक्षा लक्षामृतेषु सुरवीरविपालयन्ताम् लक्ष्मी सहस्रशतसम्भ्रमसेव्यमाना गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि वेणुं वनन्तमरविन्ददलाय तक्षम् भद्रावतासमसितं बुधसुन्दराङ्गम् कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीय विशेषशोभाम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आलोकचन्द्रकलसद्वदमायवासि रत्नागदां प्रदयकेलिकलाविलासम् श्यामां त्रिवाङ्गललितां नियता प्रकाशम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अङ्गानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रियवृत्तिमान्ति पश्यन्ति पांसि कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनन्दचिन्मय सदुज्ज्वलविग्रहस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अद्वैतमच्युतमनादिमनन्दरूपम् आद्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च वेदेषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि कान्तस्तु कोटिशतवत्सरसाम्रगम्यो वायोरतापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानां सौख्यस्ति यत्र पदसीम्यवचिन्तितात्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि एकोऽप्यसौर्य च युक्तं जगनान्दकोटिं यश्चाक्षिरास्ति जगनन्द च यादनन्दः अनन्तरस्तपरमाणु च यन्तरस्तं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यद्भावभावितधियो मन पुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मय रसा प्रथितारिताभिः ताभिर एव निजरूपतया कलाभिः गोलोक एव निवसत् किलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि प्रेमाञ्जनाक्षरुतभक्तिविलोचनेन शान्तः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यक्ष्यामसुन्दरमचिन्त्य गुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामादिमूर्तिशकलानि यमेन चिष्टा नादावतारमकरोद्भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णः स्वयं समभवत् परमात्ममान्यो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगन्नाथकोटि कोटिश्वशेषवसुतादिविभूतिवीना तद्ब्राह्मणिष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि माया धियस्य जगदन्दशतानि सूते त्रैगुण्यताद्विषयवेदवितायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मय रसात्मदयामनक्षु यः प्राणिनां प्रतिपदां स्मरतामपेत्य लीलायुतेन भुवनानि जयन्तजस्रं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोलोकनामि निजधार्मिकलेश तस्य देवी महेश हरिधामसुतेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभावनि जया विहितश्च येन गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्तिरेखा च एव यस्य भुवनानि विभाति दुर्गा विचाररूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि क्षीरां यथा दधिविकारविशेषयोगा सञ्जायते न हि तथा प्रजरस्ति हेतोः यक्षाम्बुतामपि तथा समपैति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचिरेव हि दशन्तरमाविप्रेत्य दीपायते निवृत्तकेतु समानधर्मा यस्ताद् एव हि च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यः कारणमम जलेन्वजति स्वयोगा निद्रामनन्त्रजगनन्दसरोमकूपः आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परां स्वमूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्यैकनिश्वसितकालमतावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगदान्तरान्तः विष्णुर्महाशय्य यस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि भस्मां यथा स्वसकलेषु निजेषु तेजः श्रियां कियात् प्रकटया च पिता त्वदात्र रामाय एष जगदन्तनिदानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पादपालवयुगं विनिधाय Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yashchakshuresha Sarita Sakala Grahana Raja Samasta Suramurti Hashesha Tejaha Yasya Jaya Brahmati Samvrata Kala Chakro Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Dharmota Papani Jayasta Yayasta Pamsi Brahmadi Kita Padakavya Dayashta Jivaha Yadata Matra Vibhava Prakata Brahmava Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yastindra Gopa Mata Vendra Mahosa Karma Karnana Rupa Palabhajana Mata Noti Karmani Nindra Gati Kintu Javasti Bhajam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yam Krodha Kama Sahaja Pranayati Viti Vatsalya Moha Guru Gaurava Sevya Bhavahi Sanjita Tasa Sadashim Tanura Purite Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev, good morning everyone. This is a verse from the Bhagavatam of the last part. It's one of the last chapters. It's in Canto 12, chapter 13, verse 16. Nimnaganam yata Ganga, Devanam achyuto yata, Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu, Purananam idam tata. Just as the Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among the deities, and Lord Shiva, the greatest among Vaishnavas. So the Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. So Ganga is the greatest of all rivers. Lord Achyuta, which is Lord Narayana or Krishna in the aspect of being perfect or infallible. And then Lord Shiva is the greatest of Vaishnavas. Nice reference to Guruji talking yesterday and day before yesterday. And the Srimad Bhagavatam of all is the greatest of all the Puranas. So not the greatest of all the scriptures, we don't know that, but the greatest of all Puranas, so it says. So, no, people who know me, I don't talk too complicated. So anyone who wants complicated, maybe I'm sorry. I will talk in a very simple style. But before doing that, let's give just a little qualification to why is it important, why would it matter, and why do we say something like this, that Ganga is the greatest, Achyuta is the greatest, Lord Shiva is the greatest, Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, he stresses very much the importance of who is your God. No? Mostly, let's say, by default, first, it is our own ego, and this is our God. And we are serving our ego, we are worshipping ourselves. Just like Guruji yesterday he referenced, when people say, oh no, I don't need a guru, then we might daringly say that what we indirectly want to say is, no, I rather worship myself. Self meaning the ego self. putting a picture of us there. And Krishna says it's very important to become aware and then consciously decide of who actually do you want to worship as your God. So moving from the desires that we worship, moving from the I'm very great or maybe the greatest, it could be mentioned in this verse here also, that I am the greatest of whatever, then we're moving away from that. And we're moving away from that by knowledge. Guruji said so because otherwise, why would we give up the ego? Why would we give up this sweet, sour story that we tell each other and ourselves that we are the greatest? It is because of this knowledge that in the end what really matters is who is our God. And that's where Vaishnavism comes in, this knowledge about Hindu cosmology, Hindu context, large context of who is actually the boss. And where do we actually want to go? And is there a plateau of where there is nothing higher? And that is the worship of Lord Narayana. So knowing about Lord Narayana being the absolute, knowing about the value of, for example, the Mula mantra which Guruji has given us, it is, if you want to call it that way, it is a Krishna mantra. So it is not just like any other deity, but it's very important that we know why we worship Narayana primarily. We also have Saraswati, we also have other aspects. And just like in the cosmos itself, in the Hari Bhakta Sampradaya, all of these deities, they gain their respective context. We are going on worshipping Saraswati or Shiva, etc., because they help us to proceed to Lord Narayana. They help us in our relationship with that Supreme Lord. We could even say they help us in our relationship with the Satguru, this greatest secret tattva, let's say, of Bhagavan incarnating as a great, great master. So I think this is very important. So that's why it says here, Lord Achyuta is the supreme among the deities. It's not a show of competition, who is the greatest, but it is knowledge to know that I worship Lord Narayana because I want to go to Lord Narayana, because that's actually the actual only position outside the game. This is the only place where you can actually attain or receive freedom. Other deity cannot give. Lord Narayana, meaning that Supreme Lord and his avatars, for example, Krishna, Rama, Narasimha, Sadguru, etc. So this is to qualify what the verse here says. Then Lord Shambhu or Lord Shiva is the greatest of the Vaishnavas. I mean, it is the dialogue that we are listening to currently between Lord Shiva and his wife, Parvati. So Lord Shiva, in his position as a teacher, as the preceptor, he is also called Lord Dakshinamurti. And I would say he's just exactly teaching that. He's exactly teaching that focus on Narayana. Because being able to approach Shiva and asking him, who are you meditating upon? He says, Ram. And who is Ram? It is Lord Narayana. So Shiva, not only by his words, but just by his action alone, he's inspiring us to actually find out where is the supreme truth. Srimad Bhagavatam is the story of relationship to that Narayana. It is the secret that God is someone. It is the secret that we are actually being able to meet and relate to God. And that is, or it was also for me, it's quite a new thing. It is so simple and innocent in a way, but complicated and ignorant as we are in our times today, we rather would like to put a concept on God. God is something. You meditate upon him by secluding yourself from daily life. But this is a very different approach. Srimad Bhagavatam, it first of all teaches Hinduism being alive. So you have the position of the Guru, you have position of the Guru Tattva, the importance and role of the master throughout the Bhagavatam stories, because there's always a guru involved. Even starts with the conversation of the sages, inquiring the guru, Shukadev or a sutta, about, can you reveal truth to us? So this Hinduism, rooted in guru culture, is absolutely present in Bhagavatam. That's why it's also very important. Now, why would it be so important to be the most qualified or greatest of all Puranas? It is because engaging in that relationship in the end is what matters. Let's say you have learned from Lord Shiva, okay, now I focus on Narayana. Then you have established yourself in that worship of Narayana. Say, okay, I don't worship my ego anymore, don't worship my desires anymore, don't worship the trees anymore, but now I worship Lord Narayana. And then how do we do that? It is where this greatest of all Puranas comes in, teaching us that actually the relationship to that Narayana matters. And it is just like any other relationship work, I would say, that we learn in the human realm, with a few extra points, like one-pointed focus, exclusivity, etc. But it is a relationship. That's why we could say that the stories of the Srimad Bhagavatam is really the greatest, because it teaches us especially to relate to Narayana. Ganga is the greatest of all rivers. Let's leave that open, because now I want to talk about few stories that are very simple, but that are revealing to me in everyday life how to act. Because it becomes more and more subtle. Everything becomes more and more subtle. If God is really permeating your day all the time, then you might see Him every day. So, equally, you see His lessons and His little hints here and there. So, I want to tell 3 little episodes that have revealed to me great things, actually. The first one is the story with the vanilla shake. Gauri, are you here? No. So Gauri recently ordered a nice vanilla shake, a protein shake from the United States. You can only get it in the United States. And before, I was pretty much a coffee addicted. So every morning, I would make my pilgrimage to the resident coffee machine just around the corner of the dining hall. And this is where you would find me. And if you would ask me, why are you worshipping coffee? I said, I don't know, I just do it, Because as a brahmachari, living in an ashram, in that fire of the guru, having the challenge of, like everyone, like to find a new personality, just like he said yesterday. Would you rather want to be somebody outside for nothing, or would you rather be nobody at the feet of the Supreme Lord? So on that way to that new position of being nobody, we do cling to certain things, isn't it true? And that's just human, and I think Guruji also knows that. So he gives a certain room for that, but then either it's time for a small destruction, or it is time for a promotion. So I was very lucky to have been promoted a little, because for some reason we cling to desires. And if you look closely, if we're honest with ourselves, what you really desire is some type of love in that desire. You want to have the latest dress, which was shown off in a nice movie, which went around the world. Everyone has great acclaim for it. And now you're wearing that same dress, and you can kind of share into that being importance, into that being seen, into that self-value that we might not have ourselves. So it's actually those things that we want. We want some kind of love through the detour of our material desires. And that makes it already much more relatable. It's true, desires are the enemy, but why are they the enemy? Because they don't lead anywhere. They don't give us this love. And being honest of what we really want by having people, by having possessions, by having accessories, whatever it is that we want, whatever it is that we put our focus on, is we want some kind of love. And it's okay to say that. It's okay. It becomes very clear. We become a little bit vulnerable and we say, it's true. Actually, I'm rejecting this part of love actually inside. That's why I'm going out and find it there. Because Krishna says in the Gita, if you're complete in yourself, you just accept all the good qualities inside yourself. So why would there be a need? Why would there be a tendency, a spasm to go out and find it there? No, it's not there. It's there. It's inside of us. So I received the vanilla shake from Gauri. So okay, let's put it there. And then the commentary starts. And as you know, I have to chant the mantras. And it's being very, very focused on Guruji. I like it very much. But it is consuming in some way also, because you really have to be sharp. And then now I have this vanilla shake. And I say, let's try this out. And I say, wow, this is really good. This is better than any vanilla shake I've ever tasted before. And I didn't really she said, I can bring this to you, and it's good for your body, it's good. I said, let's just do it, It's like a little bonus on the side, but let's say I didn't have huge expectations into the vanilla shake. And then it happened. Then I drank it. I said, this is extraordinary. This is very good. And what happened? I don't feel attracted to coffee anymore. And it was a little ritual. It was a little bit like a worship. I'm still alive. I'm having my coffee. I put some oat milk on top. I kind of feel I'm there. And this is what we associate. It's crazy, right? But the story and the wisdom is that I could finally let go, And whatever it is that we carry inside, you have so many characteristics or qualities. We have so many weird things inside of us also that we don't let go of, And I had this experience. This is what counts. This is what I want to share with you. The experience of I got promoted to a better thing. It's not that I have to fight my desire of coffee, and I would have never let go. Because I know that it's not really bad, but at the same time, I know it's kind of toxic to my body, overconsume coffee. But you coming, being dressed nicely, speaking and quoting from the Bhagavad Gita, maybe that the desire is the enemy, would that have changed me? No. I said, can you please go? I just need to make my way to the coffee machine. And so it works with the desires. So I experienced a loving way by some kind of effort maybe that I made before. And then I got promoted and I've really found something different. And it's happening to me in the same principle now. He is giving Amrit every day. Yesterday was quite long. So it was a constant infusion of Amrit. Like almost everyone was being there, like, I don't want to say like a mental hospital, but like a hospital, and everyone got like infused, like, we have a nice little injection for you here, Zzzt. Amrit. And then the whole thing starts to change. And I could feel the same principle. I could feel this is something far better than I've ever experienced so far. This is, I don't want to say the vanilla shake, but the principle happened that I could in that moment let go of older things because I have found something better. And I think this is a realistic way how to first look at desires and then overcome desires. It's not by fighting them, but you really have to find something better and then desire that. He said yesterday, to know you're ignorant is a great wisdom. To accept that one is foolish and that one doesn't know, only the devotees can do that. And this is when we find honesty to actually look at our foolish desires and say, it doesn't make sense. And yet, does it prompt us to change? No, we really need something better. So I think the better, it only comes by effort. So if we don't make an effort to actually want something better, no. We keep smoking, desiring, behaving like animals, etc. And I say that without judgment. But considering it possible that there is something better, that makes us want to go out and search, and I think he likes that. Just to consider it possible and make a step, and I think pretty soon there might be something really better that empowers us to let go of some desires. And ultimately, what bhakti then is you want God alone. That's what bhakti is. I can ask you, what is bhakti? You ask the saints. They want God alone. They want Bhagavan himself. He, yesterday also, at least one time, he referred to the shopping list. People come for darshan, can have this, can have that. It's all foolish. We are all foolish in that way. And to see that is okay. It's okay. I don't want to say like, no, we should be wise from the beginning, because it's very dishonest to say that. But to want God alone, let's say, is the episode of the vanilla shake is like brought to the extreme. In the end, you discover really I only want him. The second story is about the story of the spoon in the Prabhu kitchen. So, as you know, we have, maybe you don't know, but we have a Prabhu kitchen here. So when there is a very long queue, some privileged individuals can go up and you find some nice cornflakes and other things there. And normally it's not the most, it's not the cleanest place in the world. I don't know about the Mataji kitchen, but because, of course, we don't have access there and I don't want to have access there. And a feature about the Prabhu kitchen is also that it's not complete. That means you sometimes need to eat cornflakes with a little bit of water and a little bit of oat milk, because the oat milk is not restacked. It's not just available. Or sometimes if you're really desperate, then you might want to eat your olives with marmalade, because there's no bread or other fitting things, but you just, as said, behave like an animal, and there you go. It kind of gives you some stability. And same with the cutlery. So you might have hundreds of knives, but no spoon. What do? You eat your 5-minute soup with a knife? No, I don't know. There's other ways, you know. But I think this captures pretty much the character of the Prabhu kitchen. And one fine day, I was determined to go in there, and I said, I want to find something today. And I think I made cornflakes or something. And I was in a good mood. I put the cornflakes into the bowl. I found milk in the fridge. And it was ready. And you know, cornflakes, you cannot wait longer than 3 minutes, because then it really becomes like a mousse, you know? So the only thing that was missing was a spoon. So I was just one spoon there was just one spoon missing towards my happiness. And then I was opening the drawer, and what did I see? Hundreds of knives, but not a single spoon. And so, speaking very simply, but the lesson which is told me is like, no, this is not possible. There must be a spoon around here. And for some reason, my mind didn't allow the concept of there is no spoon for me here. Outside reality clearly showed me, you have to move your body downstairs to the dining hall, and you bring spoons, and then when you come back, your cornflakes will be super soft, and you have to eat the whole thing like this. So I said, no, I don't accept that. I don't accept that. There must be a spoon around here. So I said, I don't move. This is an impossible situation. There must be a spoon. No, I don't accept any other reality. I was very stubborn and I was very focused on it. And then it happened. I said, no, I waited here until I know where I can find a spoon. And then the first thoughts came, Like, okay, just go to the dining hall. I said, no, I reject that. There must be a spoon here. This is a kitchen. And then another thought, some more ideas came, and I was very, very stubborn and said, no, there must be something here. And so finally I found a spoon, which was around 7 corners, hidden somewhere at a very impossible location. You know, like I checked already before that the jars with the sugar and everything, forget about it. It's all taken. Somebody else was clever before and took out spoons there. And in the end, I did find a spoon, which was in my room, you know, under a pillow. So Guruji yesterday, he said, don't entertain petty fears and doubts. Let's see, he is inviting you for something. Let's see, he's opening the door for your growth. And you can walk through that door, you know. And then we might shiver and say, no, it's not for me or whatever. And all these fears and doubts come in. And this spoon in the Prabhu Kitchen episode really told me, no, there is an experience that showed me, similar to the vanilla shake, like you can move beyond desires. This one showed me you can actually confront, and the mindset can be strong enough that Guruji will make it work. There's so many things where you might say, no, I can't do this. And I would say, no, keep the truth that, yes, we can't. But then listen exactly what he said yesterday. Just do what you can and let him do the rest. I mean, this was not to be taken for granted what he said, but this is the truth. We daily do things that we can't do. I mean, I do things that I can't do here. Okay, I can do a little bit of chanting, but the rest of the things that I sometimes have to do in the ashram, I'm not a professional at it, you know, and yet we have to do things. So this experience of there is a spoon here and I did find it, you know, going through the fears and brushing away all the doubts, that really led me to a space which taught me it will happen. And you can confront that reality, you know, if you feel I can't do this. You say, okay, I can't do it. And yet it will be possible by His grace. So third and last episode is me smiling. So normally, if you see me, I'm not always smiling. But I did smile a lot as a young boy, actually. And then it came the dark age in my life. And then, so I stopped smiling. I stopped this wonderful, timeless technique of smiling. And for some reason, Guruji and also the altar, Gaur Nitai, where I'm serving, they kind of bring it back a little bit. So I remember this amazing technique of just smiling sometimes, just smile. And people do big yoga asanas and people do all kinds of big ritual, whatever. And there's also great techniques, but I discovered just sometimes smile. And then sometimes even I'm just genuinely smiling because I have realized that I'm nobody, you know. He yesterday taught, long to be a nobody at the feet of the Master. And ever since I lived in this ashram, maybe now I think it's 8 years, I have been kind of in a destruction mode of my ego worship. Yeah, so you come into the car wash, I am great. You come out of the car wash, I am nobody at the feet of Bhagavan. Yeah. So in between, what we call the car wash is already for me 8 years that have passed. And so I really learned this, and it takes away so much pressure because we are sitting all together, looking at Him, worshipping Him, and yet what we do among each other is what he says: competition, comparison, judgment, trying to be better, beating ourselves up because we can chant these mantras, or we are not so good, or we are not sitting in the front, blah, 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 blah. And at some point, it all has to go. So recently, I just started smiling because I kind of discovered it is impossible for me, like all of these years here, it is impossible for me to become somebody. Because if you look at my curriculum vitae, there's one story, and if you look at my curriculum vitae inside of Bhakti Marga, there's another story. So what the extract of this is, I'm really nobody. I am nobody, really. And there might be different aspects to it, but one aspect is for sure, they said, okay, then I can also enjoy, because if nothing is at stake anymore, if anyway I won't be a big somebody, great, whatever, then also I can run around and smile, because it takes enormous pressure off your shoulders. Because next time you're sitting in the crowd and the people around you, they're like, who is better, who is in the front, who is more famous, blah, blah, blah. And I can just sit there and say, I'm nobody anyway. Yeah. So, finishing the satsang, maybe, but capture the essence of each episode. So, vanilla shake it's not just theory, and it's a wonderful feeling to overcome a desire. As long as it's in the book and somebody comes to you and say, you should, forget about it. But for some reason, if something in your life happens and you really, by your own volition, you can move on and you move to a new space inside of yourself and you feel that is much better now. Don't need to smoke, don't need to be lustful, don't need to be this, greedy, blah, 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 whatever. It is such a good feeling because you've transformed something and instead we are feeling love. Second one, Prabhu Kitchen Spoon is, it is always possible by His grace. We might need to do and not stop doing impossible things. I can't do this. Yeah, and it's probably not the goal that we one day will be able to do this, but we do anyway, and He will do. So there is a way we can truly leave doubt and making ourselves small. We leave that behind. And then the smiling thing, I think it is a road which we can't win. Then you can also move to Monaco and Dubai and who has the biggest car, longest skyscraper and whatever other biggest things. We can't win this. Anyone going into the game of competition, there's always a bigger fish. There's always somebody better, more qualified, more funny, more famous, closer to the guru, whatever. We can't win this. And maybe it's good to recognize that and just be happy with how God created each one of us. And then we can start to smile. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pranadha Daini. Pranadha
yato yato yanitato rasimho.
Bahidara Simho, Hridayena Rasimho.
Bahidara Simho, Hridayena Rasimho.
Bahidara Simho, Hridayena Rasimho.
Bahidara Simho, Hridayena Rasimho.
Rasimha Mazim Sharanam Prapati.
Rasimha Mazim Sharanam Prapati.
Rasimha Mazim Sharanam Prapati.
Rasimha Mazim Sharanam Prapati.
Tavakara Kamala Bhare Naka Advaita Shinga Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamala Bhare Naka Advaita Shinga Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev
Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Pranath Maharaj Pranath Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Pranath Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj.
Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Pranath Maharaj Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda 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 Gurudev Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangalame Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangalame Prapasi Dharmikarataya Mangala Mangalame Prapasi Dharmikarataya Mangala Mangalame Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Saligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangalame Saligrama हरे माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण प्रभु में किसकी स्वामी शरण प्रभु में किसकी तुम बिना और न दूजा तुम बिना और न दूजा अष्ट करुण में किसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पुराण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता तेरे सेवक तुम स्वामी तेरे सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम कोई का गोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विधि विनो दयामय किस विधि विनो कृपामय तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरत तुम्हारा शक मेरे स्वामी तुम्हारा शक मेरे करुणा हाथ बढ़ाओ करुणा हाथ बढ़ाओ शरण पैदाय तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पापारो देवा स्वामी पापारो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे तन मन धन सब है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण प्यारा लगे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के साथ दास जनों के साथ जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे मन चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी मन चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी चाकर राखो चाकर राखो चाकर राखो जी चाकर राखो चाकर राखो चाकर राखो जी गाने चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी श्याम मने चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गोविंद मने चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वा मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वा मम देव देव गोविन्द असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्माम् अमृताङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः प्रेम से बोलो श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, श्री भूतभृतेश्वर नरसिंह भगवान की, श्री राधा कृष्ण कन्हैया की, अवतार क्रिया बाबा जी की, श्री रमनुजाचार्य की। प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की। ओम कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपीजानवल्लभाय पराय परमपुरुषाय हर कर्म मंत्रे ततन्त औषधश्च शस्त्राणि समरा समरा मृत्युर्मोक्षाय मोक्षाय। ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय विद्युज्ज्वला प्रीता सर्वजी शुभ्रा कुम्भा परश्महि परब्रह्मणे परमज्योतिषे स्वाहा। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। श्याम वेंकटरमण गोविंदा, गोपिका जमुना स्वरणम गोविंदा।